Hello everyone. In this video we're gonna use our periodic table that we filled to write down the electron configuration. Okay, so I'm gonna do some problems on worksheet number 3. So let's start with sodium. How do we write down the electron configuration of sodium using the periodic table? Okay, so let's first find sodium on the periodic table and see which block sodium belongs to. So sodium is right here, right, and it belongs to the S block, right. It means the last electron in sodium will enter the S block, right. So if we want to write down the configuration of sodium, I have to write down the configuration of all the elements before sodium. So sodium is in the third period. So locate sodium and write down its period number. Then we will start with the first element. You see the star, right? We always start at the star. So since we have sodium in the third period, we have to write down the complete configuration of all the periods before that, right? So first period has 2 elements, right? Helium would be 1s2. Once we are done with the first period, then we go to the second period. So sodium has 11 electrons. We start with period 1, so that would be 1s2, right? Now once we are done with period 1, then we go to period 2, right? Period 2 has S block as well as P block, because P starts with 2 energy, second energy level, right? So complete writing, once the block ends, you write down the configuration on the paper. So we have second period 2s2, this is beryllium, and then after 2s2 we go to the P block and then write down the configuration and reach the end of period 2. So we have 2p6, right? So this is where period 2 ends. So write that down on your sheet. So this is 2p6, right? We are not done yet. We have to reach sodium. Sodium is in the third period. So now we come back, and sodium is the first element in the first group and the third period, right? So this will be 3s1, and then we write 3s1 here, right? So this is how we write down the configuration for sodium. Now let's do lead using the periodic table. So for lead, first of all, let's locate lead. Lead is right here in the P block. Do you see lead? So this is lead, right? Now lead is in the 6th period. Okay, you can see lead is in the 6th period. So we have to write down the configuration of all the elements till 5th period. See that? This is what we have to do. Okay. Now first period has only 2 elements. So let's write that down. Lead has how many electrons? Lead has 82 electrons. So complete the first period, that is 1s2. Then the second period 2s2, 2p6, right? This is period 1, this is period 2. Then the third period starts with sodium, ends at magnesium, S block. So 3s2. Then continue to the P block and p block ends at 3p6. So write 3p6. Then we come to the fourth period. Now look, fourth period has 4s2, right? So write that down, 4s2. So this is third. Fourth period has 4s2, and then after 4s we enter the 3d series. Look here. So this is 3d. So we go till zinc, so that would be 3d10, right? So after 4s in period 4 we have 3d10, but we are not done with the fourth period yet, right? So you continue after the d block, we enter the p block, and p block in the fourth period ends at krypton, which is 4p6, right? So fourth period ends in 4p6. Now we enter the fifth period where lead is located. Now watch carefully, right? Lead is in the sixth period. So this is where lead is. So let's write down the complete configuration for the fifth period elements. So this is 5s2, then we have 4d10 and 5p6. So let's write that down. So we have 5s2, 4d10 and then 5p6. So fifth period is complete. Now we come back to the sixth period where lead is located, right? So it goes from here. So this is 6s2. So I'm gonna write dot dot dot, and we are gonna continue here. So we are entering the sixth period, 6s2. Now after sixth period, the s block, we enter the d block, but within the d block, right, in the sixth period we also have the 4f series, right? So in the sixth period we will write, after 6s2 we will write 4f14. This has to be filled, this whole thing is filled, and then we go back to the d orbitals, right? After 4f14, which is right there, that yellow line, right? And then we go back to the 5d, complete 5d. So 4f14, then 5d10, and now we enter the 6p orbitals, right? Now this is 6p1 and lead is 6p2, right? So we write 6p2. So this is the complete configuration of lead, right? Hope that video is helpful, and I can do more examples in another video. I can make another video on 4f and 5f series. Okay, thank you.